For more on the race in Michigan, let's bring in Republican Congressman John James from the great state of Michigan. He is running for governor in his home state. Congressman, welcome.
Hey, thanks for having me on. Appreciate it.
What is your view of this very expensive Democratic primary in the Senate race? You popping popcorn to see whether the far left or the establishment win?
Absolutely not. Michigan is the center of the universe in this midterm because socialism in Michigan is no longer on the doorstep. It's inside the House. When we already have Rashida Tlaib representing the 12th congressional district in Michigan, when you have Abdul El-Sayed on the ballot for state Senate for the U.S. Senate from Michigan, and you already have AOC and Bernie Sanders saying their focus in this election is Michigan, we know that the fight right here is in Michigan, and we have to make sure that we are getting every patriot off their patio to stand up for what's right.
I want to play a clip from Vermont Senator Bernie Sanders, and I'll have you react to it.
What's it about? It's not just whether Abdul can win or not, beat Haley Stevens. The question is whether or not we live in a democratic society where a candidate fighting for working people can take on tens and tens of millions of dollars of AIPAC money, special interest money. Dr. El-Sayed is somebody I need in the Senate as he fights for Medicare for all. He's a doctor. He has seen the broken healthcare system. We need him to make sure that every man, woman, and child in this country has healthcare as a human right.
Are Michigan Democrats far left enough to elect Abdul El-Sayed?
Look, the focus right here is common sense versus crazy. They already tried this and it hasn't worked. They talk about Medicare for all 10 years ago. 10 years ago is what Bernie was peddling. And now we have a health care insurance plan where the insurance companies are lording over and our prices and our care are going too high and the care is going low. This doesn't work anywhere it's been tried. They are peddling the politics of envy and confiscation, and Republicans in the state of Michigan are going to lead the way with policies that are going to bring people together, that are bring prosperity and freedom. Nowhere has socialism and the progress toward communism ever worked in human history. And it's not going to work here in the state of Michigan. We're going to win on Tuesday, and we are going to prevail over socialism.
Then there's your race for governor. The nonpartisan Cook Political Report says that race is lean Democratic. In the polling, in the Real Clear Politics average, you lead the Republican field. Can you win this race in November?
We will win this race in November because people in the state of Michigan understand what's at stake. The Republican Party was founded in the state of Michigan to defeat slavery and to hold this nation together. And in the state of Michigan, Republicans recognize that we're being called once again to defeat socialism and hold our state together. This is the calling for our day. We are being called for a time such as this, and we will stand up in defense of our republic. We will stand up in defense of our freedoms, and we will stand up in defense of our children's futures. We will answer the call, and we will win in November.
It is a race to replace Gretchen Whitmer as the outgoing governor of Michigan. And traditionally, my understanding is after 8 years of one party running the state, typically the state goes with the other party in the race. So does that encourage you if it's time for a Republican governor?
It is absolutely time for common sense over crazy. The last administration has failed, and frankly, we are 46th overall, according to U.S. News and World Report. Our education system is 45th in the nation. Our infrastructure is crumbling around us, and around everywhere, people are devastated because our capital city has taken local control away from the people. We're going to focus on the policies to bring our kids back to Michigan, and we're going to make sure that we hold Jocelyn Benson accountable for her failure to have secure elections when she allowed dozens of illegals to vote in our elections. We're going to hold her accountable for her participating with the SPLC and her role on the board and giving money to the KKK. We're going to hold her accountable for her failure to do the job that she currently has, and the fact that as Secretary of State, she's presiding over an election that she's running for governor in. These things would alight warning bells all over if it were anywhere else outside of this country. We are going to stand up. We're going to make this election too big to rig. We're going to swamp the vote because patriots in the state of Michigan know what's at stake. We're going to come together. And yes, we are going to make sure that over the next 4 years, Michigan is back on the right track. And we're going to get back to our freedoms, and we're going to get back to the things that made us great in the first place.
Congressman John James, we will follow your race for governor Thanks very much for your time.
Thank you, sir.